What is the Canadian Small Business Loan Program? The Canadian Small Business Loan Program is a program put together by the federal government that most of the banks participate in. What we've learned in our history of helping folks that come through emilynow.ca looking for money for their business is that each bank has a bit of a different policy on how they participate. There's different people at the bank that you're going to need to talk to. But in essence, the Canadian Small Business Loan Program will make up to $500,000 available for either land or a building that your business is going to operate out of, or they'll make available $350,000 to improve a leased space that maybe your business has. Maybe you need to put in walls or counters or offices, or you need to rewire a building or put some signage up. You can get up to $350,000 for that, and or equipment as well. It's available to businesses that do not generate more than $5 million a year, and as long as your business qualifies under that program, that you also can't have more than $500,000 or $350,000 of combined Canadian small business loans within your business. So if you've used the program before and you need more money, you're only going to be able to get to a maximum of either $500,000 for a building or land, or $350,000 for leasehold improvements and equipment. The loans are generally amortized over 7 to 10 years, and to put that in perspective for you, if you go to the bank and get a traditional term loan, usually they'll give you 5 years to pay it back, but under the Canadian Small Business Loan Program, they're going to give you anywhere between 7 to 10 years to be able to pay that money back. And it depends, of course, on the deal. That's our big caveat any time that we're looking at business financing is, you know, business will say, well, how much can I afford, and what are the terms going to be? And for us, it's always, well, it depends. It depends on what you're financing, how long you need it, how well your information's been put together, the kind of bank that's going to end up looking at the deal. So in this case, it's no different with the Canadian Small Business Loan Program. However, the maximum amount of interest that you're going to pay on either variable rate will be prime plus 3%. So today prime is 3, so 3 plus 3 is going to give you 6. It'll be a 6% loan. Or if you go with a fixed rate, meaning it's not going to change as the prime rate changes, then you're going to end up getting the residential mortgage rate for that time, so the posted rate, plus 1.25%. So at least when you apply under the Canadian Small Business Loan Program, you're going to have maybe higher interest costs, but you're going to have a longer period of time to pay it off, and the criteria for approval is not quite as stringent as it would be if you went to the bank directly to go and get a small business loan. I should point out, because this becomes a pretty big bone of contention with borrowers, that they have to pay fees and fees and fees and fees. There is a fee associated with this program, and it's a one-time registration fee that can be up to 2% of the amount that you're going to borrow. And you're not going to pay that fee every single year, but when you apply for the program through a bank, you're going to end up paying that fee. So the Canadian Small Business Loan Program, we've done a few of them for people that have come through emilynow.ca. The criteria is there for them to get done, and the banks participate in the program to various extents. And what we've typically found is it's just hard to find someone at the bank who will actually understand how to take your information, hopefully in the form of our deal package that you would get through emilynow.ca. But even if you went by yourself, it's pretty hard to find the person, the individual at the bank, at the branch, that's going to be able to take your information and really help you take advantage of this program. So we would encourage you to always make sure that you're prepared. Make sure that you've got your business plan put together, that you've got your financial projections, that you've gone onto the internet to do some research on what the approval criteria is for the Canadian Small Business Loan Program. We, of course, at emilynow.ca can help you through that exercise. We can help you put your documents together. We can help make sure that you've got all the questions answered and that your numbers make sense. So like anything, the key is to be prepared. And if you're going to apply for a Canadian Small Business Loan, make sure that you're talking to somebody at the bank who actually has either done one before or can put you in touch with somebody at the bank that has done one before, because it can be very frustrating to think you're dealing with someone and then only, you get voicemails and emails and you're sort of left on your own. So that's the Canadian Small Business Loan Program.